Hello, and again we are live from Adelaide, Australia, Southern Australia, and we are just finished our life-changing event in Barossa Valley, and we are now back in Adelaide, and everybody's basically splitting from here and going home. So this is Successful on Purpose podcast, next episode, and I am Annie Edwards. I'm a salad master dealer based out of Chicago, and I have a brand new guest, and I will let her introduce herself. Go ahead.
Thank you, Annie. Hello. I'm very excited to be here on First Live with Annie Edwards. My name is Claire Duke, and I am the Country Managing Director for the Lion Division, which basically means of SALADMASTER, which means it's all of Australasia and the ASEAN region. So very happy to be here in Adelaide, getting interviewed.
So, Claire, you basically cover all of the Southeast Asia and Australia, and you have pretty exciting group of people, and the market is expanding rapidly, and our markets are growing, and you're opening new areas and stuff like that. So right now we are basically going through our yearly life-changing events,
Yes.
region by region, and we are prepping for our 80th anniversary celebration. So for this year is basically for the entire SALADMASTER family. It's a big deal for us. So what are your plans for 2026 for your region? How you guys are prepping for this big celebration, and what's your plans for this year?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have just done all of our life-changing events. We started in Jakarta in Indonesia. We did that a couple of weeks ago. I've been on the road for 2.5 weeks, up to 3 weeks. I don't even know the dates and where I am, but we started in Jakarta in Indonesia, which is a big opportunity market for us here in the 80th anniversary of SALADMASTER. Starting in Indonesia, we had a life-changing event. Over 130 people were there. Then we moved on, we went to Malaysia. Now Malaysia is a big opportunity for us here in SALADMASTER. We're doing a re-entry plan into Malaysia because Malaysia is the 4th biggest direct selling company in the world. So Malaysia is an awesome opportunity. Then we moved on from Malaysia and we went to Manila in the Philippines. Now we have been in the Philippines at SALADMASTER for 58 years. So
Wow.
It's one of our biggest and oldest
International markets.
International markets. And the Philippines, guys, it's so much opportunity. Within Indonesia, Malaysia, and Philippines and all of Southeast Asia, we have more population here in our region than we do for the rest of the world. So to be in SALADMASTER in this area is pretty
this market,
exciting.
yeah.
Then moving on from Manila, Philippines, we had over 350 people at our life-changing event there in the Philippines. We came here to beautiful Barossa Valley, here for Australia, and in Australia we had over 130 people that joined our life-changing event here, and that's where we are here in Adelaide. But for the 80th anniversary, for us, we're incredibly proud to be partnered with a company that is 80 years. In all around the globe, there's less than 5% that can say that they've been in a company or a company lasts 80 years.
For 80 years on the market, that's incredible, and we are so proud of being associated with such a legacy company that's and I know we have a lot of exciting stuff coming up in 2026 for the 80th launch. We have a lot of cool limited editions. We have a lot of cool new products and a lot of cool events happening all around the world. So, stay tuned and stay in touch with your local dealers. And me being so close to factory in Chicago, it's like a 2-hour drive for us. We are one of the few lucky dealers that have access to the factory, to being so close to the factory. We get the best everything immediately. So that's the best part. Yes. So Claire, what do you see? Which direction we are going right now in your region, and I know there's a big growth and big expansion going on in the market, but I know we are looking also into expanding to this region. We've been doing it for many years, but this year especially we're putting an accent on it. So we are looking for the opportunity for people who are looking for this opportunity. It's wide open right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We are investing more time, energy and funds into this region. We're doing it by opening up a warehouse in Indonesia. We're working on business plans with consultants to relaunch open markets. Vietnam is another market that we're ready to go in. We're looking for our first dealer in Vietnam as well. But as I said before, this area in our Southeast Asia, in the East Division of Saladmaster, there is more potential and growth in this area than anywhere else in the world. So all of our plans is heading towards new team members. What can we do to bring this opportunity? More lateral dealers. So we're looking for entrepreneurs around the world. We're opening up the APRs in the area of primary responsibility in our markets here in the East Division, so that we can share and change more life around this area of the Saladmaster. The rest of the world doesn't even stack up to what we had planned. Sorry, Annie, I know.
I know. There are a lot of secrets.
This is why we always have her come over this side, because there's a lot of secrets she can't share.
Yeah.
That what we have planned this year in our region and in my region, in the Lion Division, is that we want to do more events, more road plans, more training, more education, so that we can bring more people in, and to just open it up for our dealers and to do, make business better for them with us in Saladmaster.
So
it's exciting.
Exciting stuff. So stay tuned. We have much more good news coming out
Don't
soon.
share too much.
Yeah, so it's launched, gradually throughout the year. So we cannot say too much about it.
No.
Yeah.
We did launch our Best Month in Business product here. We can't tell you what it is, but we were the first in the Lion Division here.
In the world.
In the world. So here in this market, they have seen it and they are excited, and we've told them they can't say anything, they can't do anything, because no one else around the world knows. So I'm pretty proud of the fact that we were number one in knowing what the Best Month in Business product was.
That's great. So the reason why I started this podcast was to showcase basically the wonderful family we have all around the world, and I felt like people need to know who work for Saladmaster, what our people do, and how they look like, and their story, their life stories, how they interchanged with Saladmaster, and so on. So that's why, I think our company culture is very unique. It's very unique compared to any other company out there that I know of that has this kind of tight family-like relationship with all our dealers, consultants, and everybody else involved, all the way from corporate down to the dealerships. That's why, I think it's important to showcase why to join our opportunities. Number one reason would be the people. Absolutely. The people that make this company are just next level amazing. So that's why I'm like, so I want people to know who Claire is. So if you can give me a little bit of insight, a little bit of personal insight, who Claire is, what your hobbies are. Yeah, we don't have any limits. So I have ones that go 15 minutes, and I have ones that go 1 hour. So
I've been told I need to write a book or multiple books about Claire's life, so I'll keep it very short. But I'm going to go back to the family, and absolutely, when this is my 3rd year in Saladmaster, and I'm incredibly blessed by the people that we've met. I mean, being here in Adelaide, and we just came from an open house of Mylene and Dennis Loretto, of newly dealership here in Adelaide, and they opened up their dealership to all the other dealers and their consultants and their distributors that have come here to Barossa Valley for our travel club. And you're exactly right, like the dealers that were there to commit, we are a family, and everywhere I've been around the world, when I first started in Saladmaster, you just felt the warmth and the family of what this company can do for people and how it does change life, and the stories, they always get me. But to my story is I do have 2 adult children. So Courtney is almost 30 years old and she got engaged last year, so I'm very, very excited for her and Sean. And my son Kyle is 27 and he has a beautiful girlfriend, Geordie. Both of them right now live live far from me, but my daughter is moving closer and my son is in Sydney. I live on the Gold Coast in beautiful Queensland. It's very tropical, it's very beautiful, and it's surrounded by water, which is my passion. So I've shown any or a few of them here in this travel club, have seen a little snippet. I have fished tournaments around the world catching marlin. So I like the big
So
fish.
marlins are like minimum, how many pounds are those?
I don't know in pounds, but in kilos they can range from anywhere from 20 kilos up until 1,000 pounds or beyond.
Wow.
So my biggest marlin I've caught is 250 kilograms. And my biggest yellowfin tuna, so fun fact, I won a tournament in Hawaii, in Kona, and it was an international billfish tournament, and I won the biggest yellowfin tuna for all of my team. Now, I'm always the only female usually on the team, so I beat the boys, sorry boys, but you know, it was like girl power, and that yellowfin tuna was 191 pounds. And so took it out in Hawaii. But that is my happy place, being in the middle of the ocean, can't see land, completely just switch off and catch marlin. So before this trip, I was in a fishing tournament and I was on a black marlin that was probably 70, 80 kilograms for an hour and a half. And I lost it. But just keep fishing and keep going, because that's what this business is all about. Just keep fishing and keep going and being consistent.
So hour and a half you waited for that one fish. So
trying to wind it in.
So what's the prep time and what do you do in meantime while you're waiting for that fish?
Sit and have a beer.
That's it?
That's it.
So you just throw the bait?
We are trolling. So we're trolling plastic lures. So we're there and the lures are out in the back. So we're just sitting there having a good time, listening to music. Have a beer if you want a beer, but just waiting for a fish to jump on the
But once the fish is in there,
patience.
yeah,
and it's good for the mind.
For the mind. So you can just concentrate on just
focus,
slow down.
Just slow down and recharge and reset. Our world is very, very busy, and in our world, and I travel a lot. So for me, being
it's like a meditation.
It's meditation for me, 100%. I meditate every morning and I write in a journal every night. But being on the ocean for me is the most happiest place I've ever am.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've been always scared of water because I don't come with that ocean water background. So water's been always
it can be a
it's
fear
not
for a lot of
comfortable.
people.
Not
But for
comfortable.
me, not seeing land, being in the middle of the ocean
it's
is my comfort zone. Weirdly, I don't know. It's just weird. I am a Pisces, so maybe I'm fish at heart. I don't know.
Do you read any books? Do you watch movies? How you pass time when you have some extra time?
What's that? It's extra time. But yeah, I do. I try to read more, but I'm more of a personal development reader. I'm a weird person that doesn't actually like fiction books or non-fiction books. I like true stories. I do love movies. I am a sucker for movies. I do like the old romantic rom-coms, you know, ones that I don't have to think about, or I do like the true story movies.
Recent favorite movie that you can recommend?
We were talking about it today because the Australian Open is on here, which is our tennis match here.
Right now, it's we are in the middle of the semi-finals of Australia Open is going on right now in Melbourne.
Yeah, we had Io and Ben race off because they want to keep watching it. So I watched the movie King Richard just recently, which is the story about Venus and Serena Williams and their dad, Richard Williams, and it was brilliant. Like I thought that it was.
What's the name again?
King Richard.
King Richard.
King Richard.
Ah, okay.
Highly recommend. I wasn't sure what to expect, but it's interesting to hear the story of how they became champions in the world. So I recommend that.
Wow. Okay.
It's only I just recently watched that one. So
I will see if I will catch it on my return flight. Maybe they will have it. I'll watch it.
Maybe. But yeah, I love reading books. I love watching movies. I like hanging out with friends and families when I can. I have a big family. We have the next generations coming through. We just spent Christmas all together, so it was lovely to do that. Yeah.
Because of the the lifestyle that you have with the job, such a busy and lots of travel and so on, you need to have that downtime and that kind of recharge time, yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you have any routines when you go back home after such a busy, crazy schedule of working and traveling at the same time?
Yeah.
What do you do to recharge and calm down?
So I love to go to the gym. So Pilates and yoga for me is a big thing. So doing reformer Pilates and yoga when I'm home and from travelling. And then just walking along. I live in a beautiful place in Australia, on the Gold Coast, and I'm very fortunate. I live very close to
the water and
the
beach.
water. So for me, to recharge is just walking along the water, my feet on the sand in the ocean, and that is how I recharge. I just have to stop this, which is very hard to do, right? And just slow down and take a breath. But getting back in that routine of the gym, in my classes that I love doing, and walking along the water.
Yeah, because there is a saying, salt water is basically a cure for anything and everything.
Yes.
So I think one salt water is the tears, one salt water is the sweat, and the third salt water is the basically ocean water. So if you have any stress going on, anything else going on.
I've had all three of those happen at once too.
So, going to the ocean, do the grounding and walking on the beach, it's one of the most, healing, I think, therapies that you can do.
Very cleansing, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Clean your chakras, so go from head to toe or covered in water and
How spiritual you are?
I am very spiritual. I wouldn't say I'm religious. I am more spiritual. I believe in
energy and
energies, and I'm crystals and more sort of crystals everywhere. They got to protect me somehow. But I'm more that side. Like I'm more. We were talking before about the lunar moon and astrology. I wouldn't say I'm an expert. I'm very intuitive, and I tend to go to more tarot. There's certain things that resonate with me. It doesn't resonate with everybody, but there's things that have happened in my life or things that happen now I can't explain. But
it led you to that.
It's led me.
It led you to that. So. It's just, I think the people are getting awakened more, and I think a lot of people are trying to find their way of spirituality and finding their that golden ground where they feel they can ground themselves, they can calm down,
Yes.
and give them a sense of belief and that sense of not, I don't want to say control of it, but you know, whatever is happening in our life, I think that being a spiritual person helps you to cope
Yeah.
with that, and find your way.
And find your way, and it's different, as I said, for everybody. You know, if you believe in God or some form of religion or is spiritual, or you have whatever works for you. And for me, it is that comfort for me that you just can't explain, but it grounds me, and I listen to, well, I need to listen to my intuition probably more than I currently do, because you know,
I think we
where
all
you can
are.
go, where you can go.
Yes, I think we all do need to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Claire, for taking your time.
Thank you.
I know you went through, how many weeks you were traveling now?
I don't
2
know.
weeks?
Three, I think
Almost three weeks straight of traveling throughout the Asia and Southeast Asia and all over
But
the
I love
Australia.
it. I love it. I'm not complaining.
But I think it's for some people would be a dream job to
Yes.
have something like that.
And it is. I'm very, very grateful. I'm very grateful.
So I think coming to this end of this, you know, this particular journey of, you know, life-changing events and the cycle of, you know, we do it twice a year, every year, and this is always in the beginning of the year and at the end of the year. So I'm sure you are eager to go back home, recharge, reset. Yeah. So how much time you have between your next travel?
I don't even know. I don't even want to think about it. But probably a week or two. I'm not sure. I can't think off the top of my mind. But I'm very, very fortunate and grateful for the job I have. I love traveling around and seeing all of our people all over the world, because that's what lights me up, and it brings me joy, because we are in the best business in the world. But I am looking forward to sleeping in my own bed and recharging, grounding myself, take a breath. But it's been incredible, and I thank you, Annie, coming to our, what are we now, the travel club, tourists?
Tourist dealer.
Tourist dealer. So Annie, we've had a delight to have you now at a few of our travel clubs, and it's always a pleasure. I'm glad no bees stung you at this one. So we're
No
happy.
snakes.
And there was no snakes. I had to tell everyone there was brown snakes where we were, but luckily no one
got bitten by
stepped
snakes.
on one.
Yes.
Be careful when you come to Australia, because everything will kill you, apparently. You're a deadly country.
And with my luck, I might get something, you know.
You and me. I did hurt myself. I got a little boo-boo, but that's self-inflicted, so it's fine. But no, thank you for the time of doing this. We kept saying about doing this interview, and it came down to the last wire before we both depart tomorrow.
Yes.
So I appreciate you, and thank you for all that you do. And for all of our dealers, you're so generous and kind to the time that you give to them. So
it's my pleasure, and I think this is my way of giving a gift to my Saladmaster family and putting into a memory. And a lot of dealers, like, you know, they have this memory left, you know, of their story and of their, you know, piece of their life left in this video podcast. So it's a wonderful to look back at them. Sometimes I listen to them again and again and again, because some of them are so good you have to listen over and over again. So thank you very much, Claire, again.
thank you.
I'll see you again somewhere in the world.
Somewhere in the world. Who knows
and
where we'll be next, but I'm sure Annie will be there alongside of us, because she loves coming to our travel clubs, and we will always welcome you. So
thank you very much. Thank you. And we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Everyone. See you.